Hi, Amber here, and today I want to talk a little bit about some tips and ways that go about practicing yoga or any exercise or fitness routine at home. In some ways, I think that practicing in our own home, the comfort of our own homes, can be very convenient. But that's, at the same time, I do want to acknowledge that people can also have some challenges with this. And I've had some people recently come to me just asking about it, or just saying that, hey, I'm having these different challenges with trying to have an at-home movement or wellness routine, or whatever that is for you. So I'm hoping that the following 7 tips might help you to address some of those obstacles that might be in some way getting in the way of you having a yoga or workout routine at home, if that's something that you're trying to do. So, to get right into it, and I have a little list of notes here, so if I'm looking at my phone, that's why I don't want to leave anything out. But number 1 is just to find or create a space for it if you can. And I know everyone's situation with this is different. I know that not everyone is lucky enough to have their own yoga studio space at home like I do. But maybe you can find even just a corner of a room where you can put some stuff out for whatever kind of exercise that you're trying to do that day, and set aside that space for that, or try to make that space accommodating for that. Maybe you can find a room, maybe there's a space in the basement, or maybe you can even talk to people you live with and see what possibilities you might be able to explore within your home if you don't already have a space designated for that, to create a space for that. And if you can't create a space for that just designated for your practice, and maybe you find some space in your bedroom or somewhere else that's used for something else where you can lay out a mat, or where you can get out some tools or whatever. And you oftentimes don't need a ton of space to do this, but where you can make space to do it. I've had times where I was traveling and did this, yoga in hotel rooms. I've definitely laid out my mat or rolled out my mat and practiced in my mother-in-law's kitchen before, which, was different, but I made it work. So just try to be open to those different things. If you can, definitely create your own space. That is my recommendation. But if you can't, work with what you have. And that goes into tip number 2, which is just work with whatever equipment you've got. So, if you can, you might see I have a studio space with a mat, some bolsters, blocks, a knee pad, stuff like that laid out. I have some dumbbells and weight training equipment over here. Nothing crazy, but I do have some tools for my workouts and for my yoga practice, which I'm really grateful for. They come in handy. So if you can and you want to, I would definitely suggest considering investing in some equipment for whatever you're working on, whatever you want to do. That being said, if you don't have any equipment, for yoga, having a mat is a good idea just so you don't slip and stuff like that. But aside from that, work with what you've got and do what you can, and don't try not to worry about it too much. There are a lot of workouts you can do without any equipment at all, just with your body weight and stuff like that. In yoga, if you just, you don't technically have to have a mat, but I do recommend it just for safety reasons so you don't slip and fall. But if you get a good mat, really, you can get creative with other props and things. If you want a block, you don't have one, you can find some books to use. I talk about this a lot in my yoga videos on this channel. Different things you can sub for, using pillows for bolsters, things like that. So then just kind of get creative, use what you have, and know that, it's fine. It doesn't have to mean that you can't have your workout just because you don't have certain equipment. You definitely don't have to go out and buy a bunch of stuff just to get started. Another one is to number 3, tell others about your movement goals. So let the people, especially people you live with, let them know that, hey, at the school I really want to do yoga X times a week, or I really want to do strength training or HIIT, or I want to go for a walk every day, or whatever it is for you, because then they're more likely to support you with that, and they're also more likely to hopefully work with you and give you that space that I mentioned that you might need for your practice. Number 4, I think we're on number 4, is to practice mindfully. So whether it's yoga or any kind of workout, any kind of exercise that you're doing, just try to really practice mindfully and just try your best to be safe and to prevent any potential injuries. If you're mindful, injury is unlikely, but it could happen. But I know it sounds cliche, but basically just listen to your body. And if you know you have like knee or shoulder issues or anything like that, or any injury, just try to be really extra careful and mindful of those areas. Sometimes there are things you can do, like you can place a knee pad or a blanket under your knees when you're doing lunges and things like that, or different moves to help give a little bit more protection, a little more cushion for your knees. So there are sometimes modifications that can be made, or you can always just skip a pose or skip an exercise move if it's not working for your body and move on to something else. Just because you can't do everything doesn't mean that you can't do something. So just be mindful and careful with what you're doing, of course. Number 5 is try finding instructors online that you like. That can be really helpful for at home. I find it more enjoyable to practice rather than just practicing by myself most of the time, to practice with an instructor of some sort. Not always, but you can find lots of yoga instructors just here on YouTube. I'm one of them, but there are lots of other good ones as well. Some yoga studios, like I know World Peace Yoga right now is doing a virtual World Peace Yoga online thing where you can take live classes through Zoom on there. I know at UC, at the University of Cincinnati, their rec center has a YouTube channel where they've been putting out different, not yoga, but also other kinds of fitness videos that you can do at home. That are designed for a home workout. So definitely check out resources and try different things, try different instructors, try different styles of yoga or different kind of workouts to see what you like and who you like working with. Because everyone's going to have their own teaching, their own style. Number 6, practice consistently. Of course, you're going to get the best results from any routine if you make it a routine. And you say, I'm going to do this X times a week, and make a realistic goal for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but try to make it a consistent practice, because that's really what's going to help you to reap the most benefits and want to continue. And last but not least, number 7 is just don't be too hard on yourself. So, with anything, especially if you're trying something new, if you can't do a move or you can't do a pose or something right now, it's totally not a big deal. Just the fact that you showed up for yourself and you're trying to do something to improve your own health and well-being is enough. Like, that is good enough, and you deserve to feel really good about that. So just whatever you do, whether it's about your fitness levels, or maybe you don't look like a certain instructor you're following, or you can't do a certain move or whatever, just be nice to yourself. Remember, this is meant to be part of being healthy is also our mental health. So take care of that too, and be kind to yourself and make it an enjoyable practice, whatever you choose to do. So anyway, I hope that you found some of these tips and ideas helpful. And I put out new videos every week about yoga, health, wellness, things like that. So if you like this, give it a like, maybe share it with a friend who's trying to find an at-home practice, and subscribe if you'd like for more content. I would love that. That would really help me out. Thank you so much. Take a really good care of yourselves and make it a great day. Peace.